Hi everyone, Jackie here. So I've got a bunch of stuff here and I thought we'd do a little craft with me. I did get a new stand that holds my iPhone or my iPad, and so I think this is going to work great because now I think you're going to be face on here and not upside down or sideways or any of that. Hope. So I'm going to show you a couple things that I worked on yesterday and last night. So this little thing came from a Grove, the walnut sponges you get. So it was open all the way through. So what I did was I bent the little sides so they were in half, and I glued those together here at the bottom so that when this goes on a book page, it has a little bit of an accordion fold. Now, this was not an original idea. This idea came from, I'm going to say Tracy Fox, but it could have been, no, it was Nick the Booksmith where I saw it, because I've been watching a series she's doing, which is pretty fun to watch. So that's where that came from. So it's a little tuck spot. Yeah, so I thought that was really cute. Using junk, junk journals, this would have just gotten thrown in the garbage. And they're really, it's nice quality paper they use for packaging, and so I saved that and I got a nice little pocket out of that. Then I had another box like this of a tea box. So I've made a couple things with that. I used the end flap, which on this one I totally destroyed, not thinking. So this is what that was, and I made it into a little, I can either use it, well, it's gonna go this way in a journal, and it could go on a page like this, clipped on. I could sew some paper in here. It's pretty thick right now, so I don't know, but I thought that was very nice. Got that made. This piece actually came from, I don't know, when you open it up, there's like a part that's a little flap where if you open the container correctly, you get out right here. It's this piece, that piece right there. That was that. So it's like the front and that. So I used that to make this little, I don't know what it's going to be. It's like a flip. It could go on a page like this. It could be glued on and then flip out. So I don't know, but that was fun to make. And then on one of the sides of that, a friend of mine, or my cousin, Miss Mary, gave me a little pack of 6x6 paper that was all kind of Mother Goose rhymes. So here's Mother Goose on a journaling card. And then here's another, this is old dictionary paper. I don't even know the date. It's a huge dictionary that I got from a friend. Yeah, and so this is another piece of that box, the tea box. And that's kind of a funny tuck. And then what else? So I've been working on some of these out of the way. This is old music paper. This is an old, one of those things that, what are they called? That have a bunch of different dates and numbers of who lives where and how many and all those different things. So I have that I'm using. And then this was, this is a repurposed envelope from junk mail, or from any mail. You get them all the time, all week long, with a clear window in them. And I save them and I cut off, both ends a tiny bit or a little bit more, whatever. And then I just glue or kind of collage. This is a piece from that dictionary, and the back, some washi and dictionary. And then what I will do is find something. I'm probably going to wait till I see what journal I want to use this in, and I will probably glue a picture in here just to cover up the back. I'll glue it up to the front, and then it'll go over a page, and these will be pockets on either side. So those are fun. I'm enjoying doing those. Let's see, what else have I done? I thought there was another one I did. Oh, I did this one with the Mother Goose page, and this was just a piece of a leftover file folder from a cover. And so I just did this as a bookmark, or a tall tag, which I'll probably cut a little bit at the top to make a tall tag out of that. That was fun. And I did these the other day. I may have shown you already, I'm not sure. These were some packaging I got with, I don't even remember what was in here, but it already had that little part on it. So one side is really for journaling and the other side is for pretty. And I'm debating if I want to cut that little part out and the top just for some interest, but I'm afraid I won't do a very good job, so I'm debating about that. But I may try it. But those are gorgeous, right? So pretty. So that's some ephemera, and I'll be taking this box apart and doing more ephemera with that. And let's see, I guess that's about everything that I did already. This is a piece of that Mother Goose rhyme paper that I'm going to cut down and make a pocket, I think, with Mary Had a Little Lamb. And I'm not sure who that one is, just a little girl skipping, I guess. So it'll either be a pocket or it might become a journaling card, I'm not sure. All right, so I was watching Nick the Booksmith this morning, and I went back to one of her older videos, and she was talking about making raggedy's. So this is a raggedy, my version, I guess. She does a much better. This is my first one, so I love the colors. It's just kind of a mishmash of whatever with little places you can journal on. And it would actually go into a journal. Let me see if I can show you. Here's my tea journal that I'm still working on. This is chunky, but it would just kind of go in here, and then it's really too big for this one, but it's supposed to stick out on the side and have, all this raggedy stuff sticking out. So that's how I would do that. So that's the front side, and here's the back side. This is much plainer, much more room. So I thought I would work on one of those with you. I started it this way. I did both of these this morning, so I was just working on this one. I had to take my kitty to the vet. He's pretty sick, and that's not such good news, but we're going to try a few things and see what we can do, if we can give him a little more time on this earth with me, which I would really like. I think I'm going to put another piece of music paper down here. So you could use a glue stick with this, I guess. I don't know. I like to use my glue because I know it's going to stay down. And I don't have any glue sticks because I was letting one of my littles who got up from her nap and everyone else was sleeping. So she was doing, I'll have to show you, she's just barely 2. So we were working on some collage. And so this is a couple days worth of work, and she tends to put things right on top of each other, but I just gave her the glue stick and let her go for it, and she loved it. She loved the glue stick, and she discovered my washi tape, which was just like in front of us on my desk. So she fell in love with washi tape too. That was so much fun. So we did one side, and then she started on this side. So we'll work on this again another time. And I think, in the end, I'm thinking about what to do with it. And I might make her a little, kind of like a glue book that we can put this into. Yeah, so that was fun to do that with her. I did it with my grandson the other day too. But anyway, okay. So this side, I think, is done. So we're going to work over here on this side. A little drink. Okay. So I have a few things. I have this very old paper from that book, and yep, I'm going to tear it. And as Nick the Booksmith was saying, you know what? If I didn't use it like this, I mean, the book is literally falling apart, so it's no good to anyone. And if I didn't use it or repurpose it into this kind of thing, then it would, where would it go? It would just go in the garbage, right? And get incinerated. So this has a little bit of interest. Whoops, there's 2 pieces here. Okay. So I'm gonna put this on here and I'm gonna let it hang off a little bit because this will be the raggedy side there. All right, and then I have some music paper that I'm going to put on also. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit because, so I hope everyone is well today, having a great day, nice weekend. Yesterday it was a gorgeous day here in southern Vermont. It was in the high 50s. I took the littles out in the morning, and of course we were all soaked by the time we came in, but they had a blast. They loved it. So fun. We were really wet, but it's okay. I sent all the stuff home with their parents to dry out. Yes, that's the good thing about just hanging out, and it's like being a grandma, you know? You just do whatever and send them home. So that was fun. The animals loved it. The cats wanted to be outside. I did not let them out yet, though, because I just didn't feel like it was time. This is a printable that I have. I'm going to stick that on there. So I'm just putting on some bigger pieces right now. I'm going to sew these eventually. So I'll stick that there. So they don't need too much glue, but a little. Okay, now I have these great collage papers from Tracy Fox, and printed those, and so maybe I'll use some of these. I did use some on the other raggedy that I did. This is so pretty. Look at, I like this. Okay, let's make this. This was more of a, well, more plain really. I didn't have a lot on there. So let's do some of this maybe. Just tear down here. Hope you're enjoying my videos. And please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And if there's something that you would like to see me do or have questions, I'll try my best to help you out. I am by no means an expert at any of this. I watch lots of videos and learn and learn and learn. And sometimes I'll see something and say, oh geez, why did I not even think of that? That's just ridiculous. You know, because it's easy. But I try to use junk from my mailbox that comes in. I've sort of got my mom trained to save me her envelopes. And I even save stuff like, this came in the mail today. And I was like, it's a window, you know, Anderson window advertisement. So I looked at it and I thought, okay, what could I do? Well, I could just, you know, it's all set. It's a trifold all ready to go. I just put some paper on it, or maybe even do some collage, make a raggedy out of it. I don't know. But it's a nice base to start with. It's all ready, and I'm just going to throw it in the garbage. So why not turn it into something that will be you know, useful. So I think that's what I'll do. So I'll tell you what, it's a whole new way to look at junk mail, that's for sure. A whole new way. Okay, let's see. So I think I'll just rip out this little piece. So this is, I mean, this is collage paper really that she's got going here. But I like it because it helps you to do, you know, your collage stuff by already having a collage to kind of rip up and help you get started. Okay, let's see. I kind of like to go back and look to see what's happening. So on the raggedy side, I'm going to put some lace, I think. Well, this is going to be the side sticking out of the book, actually. So I think that's okay. Oh, let's see. What should we do here? I have a bag here of just kind of some stuff. Put a little bit of this on here. This is Kool-Aid dyed paper. So I think I'm having fun with trying different ways to dye paper. I did some, in the other video I told you about the clementine peels that I had saved, and they really didn't do much, and I showed you the paper too the other day. Probably if I hadn't have burned them down, they might have given me more color. I don't know. I'll try that again. Yeah, that was kind of a fail, but you know, I get busy and then I forget. I need to set a timer. That's what I need to do. Okay. Okay, a little something else. I think I'm going to get a little bit of Sari silk. I'm going to cut a little piece off because I have that beautiful blue. And let's put some of that on because it's, you know, matching up with the blue in here. So we'll just put a couple pieces. I did it like this on the other one and it showed through, and that was kind of pretty. But I think I'm going to put some on up here, probably. So I'm just going to take like half of it and we're going to glue it up here. Sari can be a little tricky. It's kind of, you know, once you can iron it, but I like it to be folded up a bit. So I'm just going to put it on there like that. And the glue does tend to come through. So I like a little bit to see how that is just going over right there. That's really good. Yeah. So, oh, see, and that's going to be the raggedy piece coming out. See, okay, now I'm getting better at this because look, when I started this, I let it hang over a little. But that's not even going to be the raggedy side. So I'm going to trim that off at the end. This is the raggedy side. So this is the side you want to see things hanging off. Like, yeah. Okay, that's good. And then I think we'll put another piece of this, like, hanging up on the top more. Or, maybe even on the bottom. Just kind of hanging out the bottom. Maybe we'll do that. Way more glue than I needed for that. And we'll just let it be kind of wild because I am going to sew it. I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking that might be done. Because once you have the stitching on there, yeah, I think that's pretty good. We have enough raggedy. We don't really have enough raggedy. I would like to put something else hanging off here. I do have another piece of this little purple butterfly. I should have made that hang off. Silly me. See, first ones I've done. You know, you gotta live and learn. So maybe we'll let it go over here and hang off a bit. This has a little piece of tape on it I would like to get off. I don't really like it on there, but Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut this, and I'm not gonna waste that little piece. I'm gonna glue it on the page here, but I'm gonna what I even could do is just kind of turn it over and make it a little tab at the top. Yes, I think so. And I'm gonna get my little tiny attacher out. Whoa, sorry, I know that wiggled you. So sorry. I have it plugged in and I had it on my cart and pulled the cart. Yikes, so sorry. Are you okay now? Let me see. Yeah, we're okay. We're good. All right. So we're gonna take a little bit of this ribbon and we're gonna pop it right on the top here. Okay. And it really doesn't matter if it's straight or not, or even, or anything. Just it does matter if it's stapled to the paper. However, jeez. Ay ay ay. Okay, that's all right. We got it. We got it. Yeah. See, I was trying to get it so close to the edge. I'm just gonna staple it on. Instead of going over the paper, I'm just going to staple it on the side right here. There. That's fine. Okay. There. I like that. Now, but still, I want some more something to be raggedy off the edge. So I'm going to look in my little lace pile. I got this when I ordered my sari silk from Vintage Gypsy. It's Gypsy something. I'm really bad. I need to get better at a list of my stuff. And I've been thinking, what am I going to use it for? Because it's so pretty. So maybe we'll just do a little piece hanging off like that. I think I will cut it right along these dots or holes or whatever we want to call them. And I might even do another one of these type things and let it hang. That's probably a lot of hang off though, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm just going to put it on kind of like that, I think. Okay, like this. And then, whoops. That will hang off a little bit. That's fun. And maybe we'll do another piece that just kind of goes off the top on this side. I'm gonna staple that one also. There. That's fun. I think I need to put another staple kind of in here though. More at the top. There we go. There. Okay, so that's good. What else? I'm going to cut this side so it's not looking like there. Now I know for the clear side here. And I'm going to put another little piece of this butterfly, maybe just over here somewhere. Yeah. Just right there. Okay. I like that. I think it's good. So here's the first one I did. Whoops, this way. So I have these raggedies hanging off like that. probably need more. And then here's the second one. It'll go like this, and this will be the back. All right, so I have 2 of those to go in a journal. And I made them 9 by, what did I make them? 9 by 5. So, which is probably, you know, a little bigger than the journals I make, but they do need to hang out. I think my pages in my journals, the journal itself might be 9 by 5, but I think my pages are usually, you know, 8.5 by 4.5 or so. But that's fun. Right, let's dismantle this box. Probably time to put the cover on this. Get a little drink. Treating myself to a little cream soda. I don't drink a lot of soda, but I do love cream soda. So now, let's see. I want to take this apart, not by the little strips so much as by the box. And this box came apart pretty easily. It's just a tea box from Aldi's. I really like the brand of tea they have. I like a lot of things in Aldi's store, actually. They have a pesto that I just am in love with, and I just used the last of it this week. I love it. It's really good. It's a basil pesto. They have a red one too. I'm not sure what that one is. So then once you get it apart, you end up with all this. And what I used, get some of these things put away. What I used for the flappy one, remember this one that I showed you? This one. I guess, what did I use? Where did that thing? Oh, it was right here. And I had taken this part off. I think I'll do that again. I might even cover this. This would be kind of a cute little something on the side, so we'll keep that. So this is what I made from this piece right here, which I think is very cool. And this, even though that's ripped a little there, it doesn't matter because I'm going to cover it up anyway. Or I might even put a hole there to have a pull-out place. Okay. And then this one, that's the piece I used here. Yep. So it's all good. Using up that junk. It's not in the landfill. It's here, being used for something pretty. So there's that little piece we can work on. It did have this funky little side right here, which I had left on to begin with, but I did end up cutting it off. So I probably will do that before I start. Okay, so this, I'm actually, when I cut, you know what, I'm gonna get out my cutter right now because it just makes a straighter line because I'm not very good at straight line cutting. Even though there's a thing there, it's just, yeah, it's not my best situation. It's cutting a straight line. Okay, and this little cutter cuts through pretty much anything. I'm noticing my blade is getting a little bit bad. I need to replace it probably. Fiskars does have a bigger cutter that, I don't know, someday I might invest in. I feel like it's a bit pricey and not something that I need right now. So those pieces I'm not keeping. And then I'll take these off the other side and get rid of those. Okay. So now I can have two flappy ones. So I'll get 1, 2, I'll get a journaling card here. This is the one that I made, this other piece that was kind of funky. Where'd it go? This one? No. No. Where'd you go? Right here. See, this one went here, and it has, because it has this weird thing, I might not take that out, and I might just cover the whole thing and then just maybe do something with it. You know, cut it into a tag using the top part, because once that's covered on both sides, it would be fine. All right, so I'm going to cut here. You probably can't see the very end of this. So there's one of those. Slide this over. Okay, perfect. All right. Sorry, my head was probably just right in that camera. Okay, so we have a couple of cool things. I'm gonna leave this one on. I don't know what happened to the other one of these. I must have cut off the edge before I realized that I really didn't want to cut off the edge. So I'm trying to be better at really looking at things before I start cutting, because there are things to use that are pretty cool if you just let them. Just gonna cut that a little bit, cut those edges off. Right there. Okay. All right. Now, let's do some work on these. These are really thick to begin with, and I did use some cardstocky kind of paper on the other ones. On the back of here, this is, but it made it really stiff to close. So I think I'm going to avoid that this time on these fold ones. Now I need to decide, do I want this to fold over the book page like this? Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because it can then fold over the book page like this too. I mean, I could also cut this, make this a journaling card, and just use this on the edge, you know, of a page as a little tab. That could be fun too. But I'm going to do it this way. And I think I'm going to use, this is not quite cardstock, but it is a little thicker. I was letting my little friend use this the other day. Should not have said her name on camera probably, but I did. So that would be pretty on the front, and then I could do some other things like lace or whatever. So I'm just going to put this on here and do it down this way because I can see the bottom a little better. Oh, so the box is not, look at that, the box is not straight, or my paper isn't straight. That could be the issue too. If I cut it, it probably isn't. So we're gonna, I'll trim that when we get to it. It's not really any great science to this. I'm just gonna trace around here. I hope this angle is working out well. I did just do a quick video of a couple journals that are going in my Etsy. So I'll do that after. And I'll have to get them, you know, loaded up into my Etsy. Okay, so see, I do this to myself every time. Instead of turning this around so that colored paper is going to be on here, I did it this way, which means the paper is going to be on this side. Really doesn't matter, but I just sometimes sabotage myself a wee bit. But it's not a big deal, so it doesn't really matter until I do it next time, and then I better be doing it the right way on the other side. Okay. Go. Cut right up there, even though there's a line there. See how crooked I just cut that? And there was even a line there. Look at that. Yikes. Yep. Just tear that off. So thinking about what we want to use to embellish this a little bit on there, because it's kind of a little bit plain. Well, I guess I could turn, does it fit if I turn it this way? Is it the same? Oh, okay. It is the same. So I like this paper. Look, it's a little faded here, so it really looks faded. All right, so this is the part that I'm going to glue this side first, and then I will do that. Oh, do get that part down. All right. So I'm going to put some glue, and I might try stitching around this later, so it's pretty thick, but my machine usually takes whatever. I try to get through it. So I'm not going to go to the edges because that's where I will sew. About on the edge, get that on there as evenly as possible. See, I can move it around a little bit. That's what that nice Fabri-Tac does. It lets me move it around. I was just looking for my bone folder, but I don't see it, but that's okay. I can just do this. All right. Now I want to, and what happens is when you fold it over, see how it pulls that a little bit. So I'm actually going to get this glued on, and hope that we don't get too much of that. I'm going to let it dry before I try to bend it. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a minute. Okay, let's do this one. I think I'm going to leave that in there. Let's see if I can get some of this off. Can't really. I was thinking maybe I would do just this side. Ooh, look how that's stained. That's so pretty. So pretty. So if I want to get that on there, I'm going to want to do this. There, yes, that's what I want to do. And I don't want to go quite to the edge of that. I want to just get close. Okay, here we go. This will be pretty. Kool-Aid dyed paper. Was fun to do. I'll try to be a little bit straighter. Lots of times I will just pull out my cutting board because it's just easier. But this doesn't have to be perfect anyway. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. So we can do that there. Now I could do something, find a paper that's complementary to this purple and put it on there. But let's get this on first. And that's pretty. I love that. The staining on that came out really nice. Where is my bone folder? Ah, it would help me so much, but aha, there it is. I knew I was using it last night. This just helps kind of squish the glue all around. So that's, whoa. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, what would we want to put there? This is a little cardstocky, but it would go right along there. It's thicker. Guess I should have moved that up a little bit. That's all right. It might be okay when I put a little. Well, let's see. What do you like? Of course, it's gonna have to come up to there. Up to there. Oh, let's see. Let's just see what else we have. And I could just do a piece of washi there. So maybe. Let me see. Maybe we'll just do a little coffee stained paper there. Maybe that's what we'll do. I think so. Okay, let's just get this right there. There we go. Then I'll put the washi down the middle of the crease, and that will help that green part at the crease not show so much, or hopefully not show at all. All right, let's see what this does. That's weird. Cut very strange, didn't it? Very strange. Okay. Glue that on. I'm going to butt that right up, because when it folds, well, maybe not. Maybe not. I'll move a little bit here. Ooh, if I can move it. Usually you can move it a little bit. Let's see if... Ooh, okay. That's fine. That is fine. Trim that a little bit. Come on. Okay. Let's see now. Now with this washi, usually I would use a little bit of glue stick. And I meant to buy some when I was out and about this morning. And I knew when I was in the grocery store that there was something I was supposed to get. Could not think about it. Got home and went, oh yeah, we used the glue sticks all up yesterday. So no glue stick. But I'm going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on here, and that will help. So we want to get right along that crease, and I want to be I'm not good at getting in the middle, but hopefully that is pretty close. It looks pretty straight to me. Looks, well, kind of straight, kind of straight. There. And we'll try it. Okay. And then over here. Okay. Now, let's see how we bend. That's what I was afraid of, because I didn't get it. Maybe I can still take it off. Oh, I can. Because I didn't get it equal on either side, but you can't really see that until you like get it on there. All right, I think that's a little better. Get that really. That. And then you know what I think I'm gonna try is going right down that crease a little bit and getting that washi tape down in there. I'm doing this very gently because I don't want to poke a hole in the washi. Let's see. It's still popping up over there. Okay. That's not bad. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? Look at that. I like that. Right? I do. All right. So we'll leave that for now. We're going to come back and do this side, but I want to see if this one is ready. And I should, but this one's a little harder. I don't know where the exact part is. So let's see what's going to happen when we fold this. Okay. Okay. See, by letting that dry before I tried to fold it, it stayed in place. And we're going to just help this to lay down by running the bowl and fold it over the crease. And that will help it lay down a little better. All right, that's cute. And I did want to do something with this, and I'm wondering, what do I have? I have some purple rickrack, but it's not that purple. This is more of a mauve-y purple. And I don't really have, I do have this lace that I did with, this was blueberry stained lace. I really like that at the bottom, more than at the top. I might make this the bottom anyway now. But I'm not sure this wants to be quite so foo-foo-y. Maybe. I mean, it's cute, I guess, right? What else? What else? And then I have this one, which was avocado dye. And I'm swing that down through here. And that's, I don't know. Maybe these are both blueberry. What am I talking about? Oh, here's the avocado dyed one. See, that's much lighter. Isn't that crazy that I just can't get over that avocado dye is pink? It just boggles my mind. Oh, and I have this going this way. Do we want to do it? I don't know. I'm not. I wish this was a little thinner. This one is not as wide, but it's not really. I mean, the other color goes better, doesn't it? Sorry, this is a decision. This is taxing me, working me a little harder. I just think this is a little too much. It's a little too foo-foo-y. Let me see what else I have for some lace that could go there without being quite so pushy. Pushy is a good word, I think. What about this? I love this little lace. Ow, sorry, that was my knee. And I'm sure I wiggled you. Oh, see how cute that is? I love this little lace, and I only have a little bit left, but this looks cute. So just a little touch of yumminess. So we're gonna put a little bit of Fabri-Tac right down here. Okay. And then we'll just glue this right down through here. And that looks pretty good, I think. Let's move over a little bit, get over on the side. I'd like it to be the same. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's trim that off. There. Okay. That's nice. I like that. It's just much daintier with the little flowers. Very cool. Okay. So then we'll do the insides of those. Let me see what time we're at with this. Oh, 50 minutes already. Okay, time flies here. Okay, we're gonna stop here then. I'll probably do the backs of these off camera and do this little guy. And then I'll show you those when I come back the next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.